The year is 2011. It's the time of royal weddings in Great Britain and military action in Iraq. The Green Bay Packers have defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 45th Super Bowl, and no one is surprised. Homeland Security phases out the color-coded terror alert system, and everyone is surprised, but slightly less confused. NASA ends the space shuttle program after 30 years and 135 shuttle flights. Fitness guru Jack LaLanne and actress Elizabeth Taylor both die of natural causes at the hand of time. America quietly mourns. Osama bin Laden dies of unnatural causes at the hand of U.S. Special Forces, and America thunderously celebrates. In global news, an earthquake rocks Japan, sparking a tsunami and causing a nuclear reactor to leak radiation as the world begins to worry. While back in the United States, the city of New York is polarizing about political matters. Angry citizens are gathering in protests dubbed Occupy Wall Street, while at the same time, jubilant citizens are gathering in celebration as the state of New York legalizes same-sex marriages. In semi-related news, at roughly the same time, the Hill family begins implementing plans to conduct a summer vacation invasion of New York's neighbor, New Jersey.
Morning, honey. What time is it?
I don't even know. 5:19.
Would you have to check my butt out to see that?
That's where I keep my clock.
Oh, God. And so begins our trip to New Jersey.
Yay!
I gotta spend a week with her. Straight.
You're going to love every minute.
My name is Brian, and these are the stories of my family and the moments we shared which made a simple summer vacation into some of the best days of our lives. This is where it all began for me. The first day's travels brought us to a quiet, beautiful little town called Ocean Grove, and a house on Atlantic Avenue which became home for the week. The St. Louis Hills, the Chicago Hills, and even Uncle George all stayed in what I began to call the beach house. I felt rich having a house to call home right next to the beach. It felt as if we'd summered there our whole lives. The other half of the family, the Virginia Hills and the rest of the local New Jersey Hills, all stayed at Jimmy and Steve's house in Asbury Park, which was conveniently a short walk away. We spent almost every night in Uncle Steve and Uncle Jim's backyard, relaxing in the beautiful garden, watching koi fish swim lazily in the pond, and just talking. That first evening was filled with everyone sharing stories about their travels to the beach house. We all seemed to have some tale to tell, but Katie's journey took the cake.
Our row to get on the ferry, and we got a couple minutes, so I turn it off.
He's kind of like
And
Bubba.
then I go to turn it back on, and it is dead. Like, there's no electric. I have nothing in my car. It won't even turn over. It won't click. It won't nothing. So $135 later, and a new reservation at 12:15 on the ferry. I have a new battery. You should record my whole story.
To be honest, nothing much beyond Katie's story stands out to me about that night anymore. But that's the most awesome part. It was the perfect evening, just relaxing with family, knowing that the rest of the week was ahead of us and we had all the time in the world to simply be in the moment with each other. Nothing more, nothing less. To just share our lives once again together with the family we love. Well, and the rest of the family too, I guess. This is Uncle Steve and Uncle Jimmy's koi pond. I'm showing it to you because it's just about the only thing I can show you while I tell you about Sunday morning, which can be summed up in 2 words: travel fatigue. I would wager that Dad and Uncle George may have gone to church that morning, but I'm not sure, and as far as I know, they were the only ones who would have. The rest of us were perfectly content to lay around the houses all morning long, doing our best to ensure that the furniture didn't float away. And so, you're staring at a pond, with a frog, and rubber ducks, wearing clothes. Clothes kinda like the village people wore, which makes these the village people ducks, if you will. But enough about the ducks, back to Sunday afternoon. With no traveling to be done, no packing or unpacking to deal with, Sunday afternoon was when our vacation seemed to really begin. Leaving the warm comforts of the beach house, we all gathered once again at the house on Heck Street, just in time to be joined by the last of our merry band of travelers, as Scott was finally able to leave behind work in Chicago and join us at the shoreline.
Hi, Mark. Come give Daddy a hug. Hi, Daddy.
Oh, we got it. Hey, gosh.
Hug your daughter.
Come here.
You made it.
Oh, I made it.
Good guy. Here's Uncle Scott. Hi, Daddy. I was looking.
Good times ensued. Conversation, sharing memories, and reaffirming the bonds that made our family strong.
And we were actually, you guys would have said no?
Make a taser.
What's wrong, baby Dumber?
Yellow shot.
What's wrong, baby Dumber?
I know. That's
Get
what,
married.
That would be.
And then there was the feasting. And oh, what feasting it was. Sweet, wonderful, beautiful barbecued feasting. The food was so good. Once we'd let our feast settle a little bit, the family was off to the Asbury Park Beach for our vacation's first visit to the Atlantic Ocean. This was Baby Summer's first time at the ocean, so get used to watching lots of videos of her. But between all of the shots of my daughter discovering the waves, I managed to catch moments of our family bonding as we all had the chance to kick off our shoes, play in the sand and the waves, and reconnect where the land meets the ocean.
Say what? That's going in.
As the daylight faded, we made our way up to the boardwalk and checked out the shops. people watched, and generally just made up excuses to stay at the beach a few minutes longer. We also made sure to recognize Steve and Jimmy's civil union anniversary in classic, classy Hill fashion.
Hey, Wendy, come back here for a second. You guys keep walking. That was cute. Hold hands and walk. Love each other.
On their anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary!
The evening drew to a close as we headed back to Heck Street, lit a fire in the backyard, and relaxed with some drinks. The drinks sparked some interesting catchphrases, but helped end an amazing night.
Alright, we have to preserve this one. Kelly just said, Stephanie is drunk. Alright, Pookie is just let drunk. Kelly just said, smoke my leg, I'm on vacation. Smoke my leg, I'm on vacation? What? Smoke my leg, I'm on vacation. This one's going on the film. I want you to know that.
Chant, 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 chant.
Monday didn't feel like a Monday. The weather could not have been more beautiful and the day could not have been better spent. Monday was a beach day. From mid-morning until lobster reddened the skin o'clock in the afternoon, yeah, I'm looking at you, Wendy and Kelly. We all did our best to simply relax and soak up the glories of being absolute beach bums. There really could not have been a better way to spend a Monday than splashing in the ocean waves and resting on the sands. And so, we did.
Train again.
Tuesday was a huge day. From the moment it started until our heads hit the pillows, we were shaping Hill family history in an enormous way. That morning, we piled into the train heading to New York City. The state of New York had recently legalized gay marriage, and Uncle Steve and Uncle Jim weren't about to miss this opportunity. And so, we were New York bound.
It's not video. Hey Jimmy, where are we going?
Oh, we're going to Central Park and we're gonna get married. Guess what we're using that
I like it
Got
for
it.
the week.
Alright, we got a hang
Oh, it has
Was
to
that
be
worth
on
it?
it.
He gave it to me for Christmas, please.
Yeah, you gave me one. I got ours on my hand.
Let me see.
Could you be
They're
more
in the
proud?
box.
Could you be more proud of yourself?
Put your last name.
What do you mean that's
I
what it
forgot.
is?
Exactly. Did you just say yours had a race car on it?
No, I had it.
And an arm on it.
I thought you said it had
It really is alarming.
I thought you said it had a race car.
They were all like run for an exit.
Yeah, and your race car was number 8.
And then I realized it's okay.
We're on video. This is all going on video. Yes, every last bit of it. Who gives a damn?
All day. I'll be numb by we're gonna pick up the train. Oh god.
The train ride was really neat for me. It was one of the few times I had ridden in a train, and the scenery was absolutely beautiful. Memories were shared along the way as landmarks sparked different stories. Even a few songs were shared as electricity switchovers sparked fits of panic and serenading from Katie.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps too. I can't hear you, buddy. Back me up. Oh,
Somehow, we survived the harrowing electrical switchovers. And as the train chugged on, New York started coming into view. We finally crossed into the city and made our way to the Pennsylvania station, where we bid the train adieu and were greeted by the hustle and bustle of New York City. It was every bit of what I had anticipated, and much more. I was completely overwhelmed from the moment we got there. Luckily, I didn't have much time to think about it, as Uncle Jim led us at breakneck speeds through the streets of New York until we, quite unexpectedly, found ourselves looking at trees and standing right in front of Central Park. We had arrived, and now it was time to let the magic begin. We made our way up a hillside to an old Scottish pavilion called Copcot, which Uncle Jimmy found out means structure at the top of a hill. Appropriate, right? The location could not have been more beautiful. The day was perfect for a wedding. And so, we had one.
Who gives these men to be wed together?
I give Steve.
I pray that they may be joined by nothing less than your love. May their limitations become reasons for forgiveness. Will you have this man to be your husband? You will love together and covenant marriage. Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him, in sickness and in health? And forsaking all others, be faithful to him, as long as you both shall live? I will. I will. I pronounce you husband and husband. You may kiss the husband.
I think he was talking to you. Hey, you two, smooch it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
It was a victory for civil rights and a victory for our family. I am so proud to have been part of this moment in our history. Steve and Jim were officially married. And then, we made darn sure that they were legally married too.
I want to see you two. There you go.
Of course, the taking of photos had to follow. Hours of them it seemed, but looking back, I'm glad we took the time to take them, if for no other reason than the best photos of the Elder Hill boys are always when all four of them are together. It was a monumental moment for our entire family, and so we made sure to commemorate it accordingly.
And may your long breathe.
You're already gonna turn and look out at the city. Oh my gosh, that was like glorious. Hold on.
The wedding a success, we decided to take the long way back to the train station, stopping at some of the must-see locations of New York City. While we look at them, there's a story I have to share. One of our stops was Jack Dempsey's, where we had one last celebration, in liquid form, before heading back to the train station. Stephanie was so proud of herself and her ability to pull off a fast one on our father. Positioning herself on the opposite end of the table from Dad, she secretly ordered a Long Island iced tea and had it put on his tab. She still talks about how his face paled when he read his tab, which included the $9 drink he didn't even know he'd ordered. Our New York adventure finally over, we boarded the train for the return journey. The ride back was nice and quiet. It had been a long, full, wonderful day of adventures. Wednesday's weather made up for all of the beauty we had experienced on Monday. Wednesday was an overcast and windy day, but we decided to power through it and headed to the beach again anyways, trying to make the best of it. Kaya was definitely making the best of it.
Take a picture. Take a picture. Bye, yo. Take a picture. Hey, take a picture. Take a picture.
I also caught Uncle Steve doing this, whatever this was. It may have been an overcast and windy day, but that made for great waves and a comfortable day on the sand. Unfortunately, an incoming storm cut our time at the shore short, so we headed back to the beach house. Some of us relaxed on the porch talking, while others returned to holding down the furniture as a wonderfully lazy midday slid by. I don't really remember it, but apparently that afternoon we walked around Ocean Grove. I only know this because Kelly must have had the camera because this is what I found on it afterwards. She loves the ornate houses and buildings of Ocean Grove. That evening, we went back up to the boardwalk to enjoy some ice cream and watch fireworks on the beach. It was a definite highlight of the week. Everyone has talked about that night ever since. However, the fireworks may not have been what made that night so memorable. It may have been the rainstorm that rolled in just as the fireworks ended, leaving all of us scrambling for cover under the roof of the old casino. Pookie later retold the story, saying she loved watching all of us scrambling for cover, but especially Mom as she ran while pushing Kaya in the stroller, screaming the whole way. It may have ended in rain, but Wednesday will always be as awesome as those fireworks in my memory. The last few days were simple, easy, laid-back days. We relaxed at the beach house and took in the gentle breezes coming off of the ocean and drifting down to us. Or we would meet up in the backyard on Heck Street as we had the days before and simply spend time together. Friends and family would come to call throughout the days, but I don't have much footage of those visits or these final days. I had decided it was time to get out from behind the camera and really focus on being with my loved ones as we wrapped up the waning moments of our vacation together. One moment I did catch part of was a heart-touching one in which we all looked back at the times and the people that had come before us and which had made our lives what they are today.
Oh, what was it? Mom,
You get some pictures
Mom
of
actually
Titanic.
got off from school.
Well, not exactly.
It was
Queen
built
Mary.
in the shipyard.
It says a Mayflower there.
Where my there you go.
Everyone's sleeping.
There we go. Let me out, huh? Hey, Moj, down in front, huh? You're messing up. You're messing with me, you know?
I'll have to under
Get your
some
tape.
of these, no big deal. I should be able to crop
Oh,
out.
something. Here, there's Kathy.
Mojo, come
Sit.
here. Come here, Mojo.
I don't know, babe. What do you think? Should I take her home?
We still have those
That's
dishes.
up to you,
Wanda,
sweetie.
there's
Yeah,
the
there's
dishes.
your
If she's gonna
Oh,
sit
yeah,
well,
there's my
what time
dishes.
is it?
Probably 9.
Oh, is this Kathy's birthday?
Our week together was a magical time filled with warm memories, wonderful moments, Hill family history in the making, such as these two lovebirds, and the fullness, which can only be found when surrounded by the ones whom love you wholeheartedly. We all hated to see those days end. But as we parted ways, we made sure to say one last I love you, knowing that the best part of I love you wasn't the sound of the words as they were spoken in the moment, but the comfort and the warmth found in those words, which wrap us in their embrace, holding us securely in the knowledge of their message as we part ways, until the next time we would all come together to say, I love you once more. A special note to my family. This may not be a masterpiece movie. It's long, a little slow, definitely done by an amateur. But acknowledging all of its downfalls, I still view it as a perfect work of art, because I made it for each and every one of you, for my family, so that we may never forget these days in which we were all together, sharing our lives to the fullest, and proving to the world and to ourselves just how amazing family and togetherness and love can be. I love each and every one of you.